Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. Hey, today I'm going to do a clutch rebuild on on a Suzuki TS125. It's not your conventional rebuild like plates or something like that. The problem is the rubber dampers. They wear out over time. These go in here, and they're supposed to cushion the clutch and the components, and they do wear out over time, and that's what I'm going to do. I've come across some new dampers that I think are going to work okay, and I'm going to take you along on the ride. So let me get you overhead and we'll take a look at this thing. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is how your clutch is going to look. Actually, it'll have this plate on it, and the rivets will, the head of them will be here, and you just grind off the top or cut them off with a mill like I did, either way. And then this is what you're going to see under the plate. On the Suzukis, you've got a hollow one, a solid one, hollow one, solid one all the way around. And this particular one is not really worn out. I tore this apart just so that I could kind of look and see and try to get a pattern to have some made. And a friend of mine out east, he has done all the legwork to get these manufactured for us. And I'm not real sure whether the guy really wants to make a whole bunch of them or not. It sounds like he might, but I need to contact him before I put his name out there. But anyhow, I'm just going to go through the procedure here. And if you go on the Suzuki forums, you'll probably be able to find out who it is and whether or not, he wants to do it or not. I don't want to put anybody's name out there if they're, without asking them first. I'm just going through the installation, and this is what it looks like when you pull the cover off. These are the ones that he made for us. Let me grab a screwdriver here real quick and I'll pop that one out. And what I wanted to do was check to make sure that the new ones are about the same hardness as the old ones. And with rubber, that's done with a durometer. And this one here is the original. And I'm looking at about 81, 79 to 81, something like that, 80. Okay, that's the original. And that one's at about 83. So I think they're going to just be fine. And all you got to do is just grind those rivets off, get your old ones out, put your new ones in, and re-rivet it. So let's get the new ones in. And then we'll put the plate on. Yep, make sure I got them on right. And then this is going to go in, and then you're going to put your rivets in. They're just a little bit long. I'll show you how to cut them off, and then we'll start bradding them over. It's just an approximate thing. It's certainly not rocket science. And then all I do is just clean it up a little bit on my bench grinder, give it a little taper. I did want to mention where I got my rivets. These are just from our local farm store, and they're 7/32 by 1 inch. And like I said, they're going to be a little bit long. If I can get it open here. And all you need to do is just cut them off a little bit. Okay, I've just got my vise set up here with a piece of 3/4 inch cold roll in it so that I can back up the rivet on the back. You want to watch that it's small, whatever you use is small enough to fit down in here and not on this ledge or this ledge. It needs to fit flush. So it needs to go right up against the head of the rivet there. And you can kind of tell if you're centered right. And just hold it as best you can. Okay, I've got it kind of started, but it's not tight yet. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of my rivets in and get them started also. Oops, slipped on me. And get the other one in. Oops, gotta watch. It's kind of hard to hold it flat, but that's what you need to do. And just look once in a while. Okay, so we got them all in, and I'm going to go ahead and finish bradding them over all the way. Okay, so here's our finished clutch basket, and all we did was just you need a grinder to grind these off. I did it with my milling machine, but you can do it with a grinder. If you scratch this a little bit, it's not going to hurt a thing, just like I did there. And once you've got the heads removed, then just take a little punch and punch them through, but you want to support it on the back side. Put put something there, a piece of pipe or something, so that you don't damage that, because sometimes those rivets they are tight in there. So make sure you back it up just like anything else. And then afterwards, you just put you a piece of cold roll or something like that to back up the rivet on this side, and make sure it's not up on this or this. Make sure it's right over it. And it is kind of difficult. You have to watch that. And then just peen it over with your hammer. The rivets are made to peen over easily, even though they are steel. Okay, so there we go, another fix on a Suzuki. Okay, there you have it, guys. New dampers in the clutch basket, TS125 Suzuki. It works pretty much the same on all of them. If you want to see how I remove them, go back and watch the Yamaha repair. It's the same exact thing. It's just the dampers are all the hollow ones instead of the solid. And I really like the idea of the solid and the hollow ones together. So, hey, thanks for going along on the ride, and we'll see you next video.